So last day, we started looking at other ways to show a percentage. So day one is using a hundreds grid. That's the picture of it. Very easy to tell what the percentage is, but you can't really do any kind of calculations with that. So there's other formats. There's fraction, there's a percentage, and there's decimals. And you need to be able to convert between all the different ways for different things that you're trying to do mathematically. Right? And what we talked about is, hey, if you're given a fraction, let's say you got 3 out of 4, you want to figure out what percentage that is. These percentages are out of 100. You change that fraction to out of 100. You go, okay, I want to make the 4 100. I need to times it by 25. Then I need to times the top by 25. So that's 75 out of 100. It means the same thing as 3 over 4. So that is 75%. Right? And we talked about turning percentages to decimals. We said, hey, if you want to turn a percentage to a decimal, you want to move the decimal 2 spots to the left. Right? So once you have it out of 100, you can figure out the percentage really easy, because it's just the top number. And to figure out the decimal, you just move it 2 spots to the left. And when you move it over 2 spots to the left, I don't know why that's there, your answer is like 0.369, no percentage symbol. That's just your decimal. Okay? You guys remember that?
Uh-huh.
Right? And if I gave you a decimal and I wanted you to figure out the percentage, you move it 2 spots to the right. And that's your 47%. Then you can create your fraction pretty easily. Okay? So now, let's look at this. You can probably do the calculation each in your head, but we want to go through the steps. So the first step, I want this in 3 different ways. I want it as a fraction, I want it as a decimal, and I want it as a percent. So we're going to start out with a fraction here. What is this fraction? How many are shaded out of how many are total? Now, 1 is shaded out of 4.
1 is shaded.
Yeah, this one gray box.
Oh, I thought
Right?
I was oh.
So now, to find percentages and decimals, we need to convert this fraction to out of 100. So, if I change this, I can just do it right here. I'll do it off to the side. Let's use black. I want to make it out of 100. What do we need to multiply to go from 4 to 100? 25. So, I go times 25. And I go times 25 on the top. 1 times 25, 25. Okay. Yeah. So if it's 25 out of 100, what percentage is that?
25%.
Thank you. So, Thomas, Jaden, 25%. So I'll do that there. What would that be as a decimal? Jaden.
Wait. Well, where were we? 25 over 100, 0.25?
0.25. Move the decimal 2 spots to the left. 1, 2. The dot ends up being there. So 0.25. Okay.
What page are we on?
Just the first page.
Day 2.
All right. So now, this method works really, really well when you convert that bottom number to 100 easily. If I gave you, let's just skip all of this, because you let's just go down here. We're not going to do anything else on this page. Let's just use this space here. If I gave you 5 over 7 like this, and say, hey, what percentage is this?
57.
Right? It's not 57. You need to make it a fraction out of 100, but there's no number that multiplies 7 to make 100. It's a decimal number, right? So we're going to use a different strategy instead. Okay? Instead of making a fraction out of 100 first, we just figure out the decimal first. Okay? So how can we figure out the decimal of this? We just use a calculator. Grab your calculators out.
Can I borrow one, please?
Same.
Yeah.
So what's your Dhaliwal?
Yeah.
Are we doing a second today?
Yeah.
Actually, so second, we're both done at 1, can we? We're doing a second.
We can do that.
Alright, thanks.
Okay, so. Oh, where's your calculators? Jaden?
My brother broke mine, like I'm not joking.
Yeah, so you do a new one.
Those
My
brothers
brother
you
got
need
plastic
one.
entirely.
Fiona, you need one?
Flatten the kid yesterday.
All right.
Can I have one too, Dhaliwal?
You have one. You're just not looking for it.
I have one too.
I don't have that many. All right.
I don't have one.
Okay.
Everybody has one if you have the phone.
No.
Be quiet.
Okay. So, do you guys know how to turn a fraction into a decimal?
No.
Gage.
Do the same thing, but just put a 0 and 9, like whatever.
No, that's not it. It is. Remember, a fraction is a division statement. This division statement is top number divided by bottom number. It means this. So you just grab your calculator. I'll get mine started here.
0.5.
And I go, clear this. I go 5. My dividing looks like a slash, but I hit the dividing button. And a 7. I hit enter. And I get the decimal. All right? So, how many decimals should I write down? Maximum 3. Right? 2 or 3, I'd say write down 3. So I'm going to go right to that 4, and I'm going to stop. So I'm going to go 7.714. So this is the decimal, 0.714. Okay, try that with your calculator. Because some of your calculators may just give you an answer as a fraction, not as a decimal. So, this is our decimal. I want to convert that now to a percentage. What percentage would be 0.714?
71%.
Close. We can go more accurate. Gauge.
71.4.
71.4. Move the decimal 2 places to the right. Bloop, bloop. Drop it there. 71. Oops. 71.4%. Okay. Shh. Let's do another one. Okay, so we have a fraction, that's here, we have the decimal, we have the percentage, all the different formats. Let's do another one. Let's go 3 over 8. What is that as a decimal? All right? Come on, try it, convert it. 3 over 8, what is that?
It's
Now.
0.375.
Okay, sorry,
0.375.
0.375. Thank you. Okay, next up. What is that as a percentage? Bryce. 37.5. Okay. So, next class, we're going to go over the assignment, and there's going to be a quiz. And the quiz is going to sort of look like this table here. I'm going to talk about this.
Oh, this is easy.
So, we need to be able to, if I give you a number as a fraction, you need to be able to give me the other 2. If I give you a percentage, you need to be able to give me the other 2 ways. Same thing as a decimal, you got to give me the other 2 ways. So, you got to pick your strategy, all right? So, if I want to convert this one to a percentage, what would it be? Shh, Thomas, quiet please. Maxim.
13%.
13%, right? Maybe write yourself some rules. Move decimal 2 spots. Okay. Now, what would it be as a fraction?
13 over 100.
13 over 100. The percentage is probably the easiest one to go to a fraction. So you turn it into a percentage, and it's just 13 and out of 100.
Almost hurting his food.
Okay, next up. 23 over 100. What is that as a decimal? Jaden.
0.13.
No.
0.23.
0.23. It's out of 100, so you can just move it 2 spots to the left, or you could use your calculator, 23 divided by 100. Percentage, what is it? 23. Move the decimal 2 spots to the right. All right. Next up, 47%. Moving this way. What is the decimal? Gauge. 0.47. Move the decimal 2 spots in the other direction. Gauge. 47 over 100. Okay, there we go. Okay, this is our decimal. What is it as a fraction? We're going this way. Jaden.
Like 10 or something like that.
Oops, that jumped on me. Yeah. Oh,
Like 10 maybe.
it's not 10.
11.
Jaden. 101 over 100. The bottom's going to be 100. We move this decimal 2 spots to the right.
What do you mean, how is that possible?
You got a bonus 1 mark on your test or something like that. 101 out of 100. What percentage is it?
100.
Gauge. There are several people in this class who have a extending, or if you went to the old
Me?
system, a mark over 100.
Me?
Right? I emailed your families on Friday with a progress update.
She was pretty pissed.
Yeah. Some of you guys are doing really well. Some of you are not.
I got kicked off with few stuff.
Hey, stop talking. Right? So why aren't you even on the right page here, buddy? Next one, 12.5%. What is that as a decimal? Thomas,
Wait, that's
as a decimal.
0.125.
0.125. What is it as a fraction? Jaden.
120.5
Nope.
120.5 over 0.
The 100 is right. Don't call out. Gauge.
125 over 100.
Not 125 over 100.
Over
Avelina.
1,250 over 100.
How in the world?
Huh?
Dude, no, that's stupid.
Fiona.
Bro's on
Yeah.
sheets.
Dear God, why are you talking, bud? You should be silent right now.
I would like you to doubt.
Right? Your next step is moving out of my room.
Alright.
So Fiona had it right. Remember, percentage means out of 100. 12.5 out of 100. Or we can take this decimal and just move it 2 spots to the right. 12.5 out of 100. Okay. The last one. 4 out of 5. What is that as a decimal? Carson.
0.8.
0.8. What is that as a percentage? Maxim.
80%.
80%. We got to move it 2 spots. 1, 2. So you have to put the invisible 0 in. 80%. Okay.